Todd, two teams right now in a little bit of in a winless streak. Is there more internal confidence with this team heading into this building this year to play a Kings team than maybe in last year?
Well, I don't know if it's as much the opponent as it is our own internal locker room, and it's probably the same thing for LA. They're finding their way. We're finding our way. We can't worry so much about them. We've got to get better performances out of a number of players for us to get over the hump and get a win, and that's both offensively, defensively, in all areas, special teams. So it's way more about us than LA, and whether we're better prepared to play against LA or better equipped, I don't know. That's why we play the games, and I believe we are, but we've got to see it come out night in and night out.
Gustus is going to go.
Gus will go tonight, yeah.
He had one game, he played quite well in Detroit, so
Yep.
he must have been encouraged considering he sat for so long.
No, he played. We talked about this in Detroit. That's been his job as a career backup, if you will, and I don't mean that in a degrading way. He's played with and around some real good goaltenders. He's a mature goalie that's been ready and should be ready to play on nights like this. And as we go forward, we're looking at him getting more starts, but one game at a time, and we expect a good performance from him.
What is your optimum for the backup goalie? One out of every three? One out of every four?
No, I don't have one. I don't know. It depends on the situation, the schedule, the pair, the way the team is playing. Obviously with Cam as hot as he was early in the year, we weren't going to take him out, so that affects that number. In my mind, it can change on a daily basis.
So Cam's stats are not as good, obviously, along with your team. Is that because your team hasn't been playing well? Or
one goes with the other, and I thought early in the year we were trying to outscore our mistakes. Mid-range, we were out-saving our mistakes, and now we're in a happy medium, and we're not doing either. So we've got to get both ends of our game going, and one feeds into the other, goaltending and offense, and vice versa.
is Hendricks almost ready to go?
I'm sorry?
Is Hendricks almost ready to go?
He's getting closer. Won't play tonight, and we'll potentially, we'll see how he is tomorrow after practice.
What's it been like trying to find a fit for Lucic on this team?
McLellan
on the ice.
On the
not-
ice, yeah, because off the ice, everything has been excellent. But on the ice, he started with Connor and had some good games. We went into a little bit of a funk. Patty Maroon went up there and gave us some good games and some offense there. But he's an important part of our team. As the people, coaches, fans, players here in LA, they know the impact that he can have on a nightly basis, and for the most part, he's had that for us.
Seems like he's a pretty adaptable player as far as he can play the higher line role, can do that crash bang role in the lower lines, and still provide some scoring too if we need him.
Yeah, I think that's a good, accurate assessment of him. Right now he's a little bit like our team. Polish isn't quite there. Opportunities aren't quite going in for him or for anybody, and we have to come out of that individually now, one or two players at a time, and then the group will catch on, and away we go.
Do you think Connor's gotten more comfortable being a vocal leader on the ice and in the room the longer he's had the seat?
He's only had it for 17 games, so I don't think that's a fair question yet. But I do see him maturing. And one thing that we've been able to do in the 17 games is we've seen the good and the bad. We've seen positive winning streaks. We've seen a losing streak now, and we've been able to see him and the rest of the leadership group carry themselves. And they've done a good job in both situations.
What's your impression of him? Again, it's a small sample size, but what's your impression of him as a leader as the season has gone on?
I think he's been excellent. That's the word that I would use.
Harvey's back in, Lander's out because you don't want to sit the kid too long, or you just figure that...
No, I think that he'll give us something in the game. He's had a little bit of a rest, and he's ready to play, and Anton's game hasn't been as sharp as it was earlier, so time to make a change.
Thanks, Todd.